It's the Daily Dog.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. On the program today, my friends, is a song that I just could not ignore. Over the past several weeks, I have been inundated with email after email and comment after comment that I need to react to a song called Hi Ren by the artist Ren. And I just can't ignore all of these different folks who are asking for my input on this. I don't know who Ren is, y'all. And so over the last several weeks, as this has been building, I kept telling Megan, I'm like, who is this, and should we take a look? And she has looked into it and said there's so many reaction channels that are doing it. It's blowing up, and it's something that is topical and new, and she agreed that we should include it on the channel. So normally on Thursdays, we're doing Throwback Thursdays where I am releasing previously recorded reactions. But today, I'm making room for Ren and his song, Hi Ren. So I am happy that you are here. We're going to be dealing with mental health issues today. So just wanted to make y'all aware of that. As I read in on this musician, Ren is an independent musician from Wales, a singer-songwriter, a rapper, a poet, a busker, a multi-instrumentalist, and his music focuses on topics of mental health, of consumerism, of hypocrisy, and of politics in general. And this song, Hi Ren, was premiered on his YouTube channel on December 15th of 2022, just a little over 4 months ago. And it's closing in on 8 million views already. And that's astonishing to me for an independent musician to be able to break through the noise and have so much interest in his art. While studying music at Bath Spa University in England, a talent scout noted Ren's talent, and he was signed to a record deal with Sony. But a few years later, Sony ended up dropping him from their label as Ren was diagnosed with Lyme disease, which was affecting his ability to perform. And in the coming years, he would receive treatment and emotional support, financial support, and continue on his journey. He released Freckled Angels, which was his debut album in January of 2016. And so 6 years later, he is out with this song that has captured and sparked the imagination, the empathy, the understanding of so many of us, especially with its topic of mental health and the daily struggles associated with those type of conditions, including ADHD, ADD, depression, chronic depression, mast cell activation disorder, chronic fatigue syndrome. The list goes on, right? So many of us, and I say us because I'm included in this, are dealing with stuff under the hood. On a daily basis or on a consistent basis, and it's tough sometimes to cope with the world around us. So I am very interested to hear Ren's song here, and I've got the video pulled up. I have not seen this previously, y'all. Megan looked at it and she said it's gonna be overwhelming and just powerful. So I am intrigued and ready to listen to Hi Ren by Ren. Off we go. So, wheelchair. That guy has a pig mask. Scary looking room. Beautiful. D minor. Fa, A, Do. 5. Lovely. Cool. It's just an extended dominant. D minor. high D. It's the first thing we hear from him. Down to A, B flat, D.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant.
Focus shifts.
I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think you need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do.
Multiple personalities
It's really there to guide you. Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program. Rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Wow. Okay, so, holy crap. That's amazing. Friends, he's really talking to himself, to the multiple portions of himself. It reminds me of the song Confrontation in the show Jekyll and Hyde, right? We all know the story of Jekyll and Hyde, and at the end of that Broadway show, there's a song called Confrontation where Jekyll is dealing with Hyde, and the actor has to go back and forth between the two personalities in the same song. Oh, I've got the lyrics in front of me, so I'm following along. They're going quite quickly. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Misdiagnosis, maybe? Not trusting doctors, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to keep going. Off we go.
This time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren. Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear an...
But yeah, but my music is really connecting in the people who find it respected, and for me that's enough, because this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. But his alter ego's like, man, you sound so pretentious. It's like the imposter syndrome, right? Oh man, the confliction in Ren. I get it. I think we all do, don't we? Off we go, y'all.
Another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius.
Fine by myself.
And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survive.
Call the shots.
I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. So son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies,
Dramatically going up.
truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Yes. Okay. Wow. This is brilliant, by the way, y'all. His musical ability is matched by his rhetoric, by the language, the alliteration, the rhyming, the meaning behind it all. In this verse, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Y'all, beheading all kings, I am sin with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies, Mephistopheles. He is comparing that side of his psyche to the actual idea of Satan or the devil himself. It is inherently evil. It is immortal. You want to kill me? I'm eternal, immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzed chaos, that causes division. I live inside death. The beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. That's one of the more brilliant sets of lyrics about the human condition that I think I've ever come across. It's really special, y'all. And man, I feel for this guy, but this is giving me absolute life and pain at the same time. It's amazing. I'm going to keep going. Here we go. His guitar skills are excellent too. Back to D minor.
Hi, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired I make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a coin with 2 different sides.
We're a coin with 2 different sides. It's a high D. He's singing along with the Roots. D flat. Into the 3rd of an F chord.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims, and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. Wow. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
We are human beings. I get it. I get it, y'all. You know, there are times that some among us are able to use all of the wisdom and knowledge and experiences, musical rhetoric, musical styles, ways of communicating that have been established, and draw on all of those to create a way for us to get to the heart of what's happening with us now, so that we can talk about it, so that we can understand it, so we can put a name to it. It's brave. It's brilliant. But I think it could only come from the mind of someone who actually knows what all of this stuff does, and who has been through it, right? It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance, and like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. And so I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It's not something, if we think of it as something to try to conquer or destroy or get rid of, we will never beat it, because it's a part of us, right? We have to learn how to dance with it, to understand it, to incorporate it into us, and to only give it as much control as we can stand at any given time. Y'all, a song like this, it just shines like a beacon amid the bullshit, doesn't it? That's why I think that so many people have gravitated to this. And he's been around as a musician for a long time, and it's like overnight success. Well, not really. I mean, this is the result of years and years and years of musical and personal experiences. His words and his cadences humanize his experiences, and I feel a real connection with him. I feel real empathy with him. Let me talk about a little of my own journey, y'all. I never struggled with mental health issues before the pandemic started in 2020. In that year, I lost 2 of my 3 gigs, and my other gig was completely upended because we had to sing, right? I was leading a choir and music ministry, and things were different, right? So I was in my early 40s. My life path was at a crossroads. I was scared. I was angry. I was disillusioned. All of the work that I had done for the last 15 years, I felt had been for naught. I'm like, what was I going to do now? I lost my hope. I lost my creative drive. And it took months, y'all. Still going on, rebuilding, but it took months. The love of my family, the help of a therapist, and the support of hundreds for me to start to rebuild my confidence and reassert myself in a new way, in a new marketplace. If you go back to the beginning of the Daily Doug videos, you'll see this journey, and it's documented now in almost 550 episodes, numbered episodes on YouTube and dozens more on Patreon. I still struggle, y'all, on almost a daily basis. The hurt and the pain and the grief never really go away. The symptoms are usually manageable, at least by now, but sometimes they get the best of me. Like I'm sure they get the best of all of us sometimes. And I know that I'm one of the lucky ones, one of the luckiest ones, and that, we never know the full underlying struggles of a person that we may meet and what they may be going through. As the world becomes more interconnected than ever, we will continue, I think, to understand how best to interact with and react to the events and environments that define our experiences. We live in a world that our ancestors could not fathom, right? Even in their wildest imaginations. And this world can often serve no other purpose, it seems, than to scramble our brains. If I've learned anything in the past few years, it's that spending time with people, whether it's in person or virtually, in real conversation, with authenticity, with vulnerability, with empathy, that's been the single best antidote to these feelings of being lost or adrift amid the minutia, right, of what's going on in our lives. Of course, mental health issues have been around as long as we've been aware of our own brains or of our own consciousnesses. It's nothing new, right? But this current generation, y'all, they're dealing with it. They're in it. They're the first in history to know the world only as a world connected by the internet with smartphones and streaming media. And they're dealing with these ancient issues, as we all are now, of being human. But we're now in an environment that presents unprecedented challenges with the way that we can connect with each other. And sometimes it's a challenge, and sometimes it's something that brings joy. And that's the thing, y'all. These new ways that that we can use to connect both enthrall us and damage us, depending on the situation, I think. And consistent overexposure to the damaging stuff can really affect us, can affect our brains, which leads to challenges with our own personality, with our ability to cope, with our ability to interact, and be ourselves as well as interact with the world around us. And so what's the solution? I have no idea. But I do know that what Ren is doing and what many other people are doing and what we're doing now, talking about it authentically with people who genuinely listen and empathize, I think it's a great place to start. And so I applaud this musician. I applaud Ren. It's an impressive piece of art. And I'll have to come to terms with how I feel about it after a couple more listens and more dwelling on his words and on his sounds. But I'm going to leave it at that for today, friends. I am so glad that I made time for this song and for this artist. I appreciate the ability to hear it, to react to it, to offer my thoughts. I thank you for being with me and for being a part of it. It really is important, right? It's one of the overarching things. We all know how important these things are and what they can do, to the way that we build our societies, the way that we interact with each other. We don't want that to crumble. We want it to be as positive and robust as possible. And so talking about this stuff, understanding this stuff is imperative, I think. Wow, a powerful episode today, an important one, y'all, and I thank you for being with me. We will see y'all next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.